Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Y'all, I'm here with a dream. In this dream, which I had this dream, I will say about a week ago. Yeah, I had it last week. I have a cough drop in my mouth, y'all. Okay, if y'all wondering what's going on. But anywho, we gonna get through it. We gonna thug it out, okay? In his dream, I was spending a night at a friend's house. Um, while I'm there, I find out that she has a pimp. She has this guy that is like controlling her. We end up sending him to jail. We end up calling the cops, and there's like in the apartment that it was like we were in this apartment complex, and in the apartment that she was in there was a front and back door, and we blocked the back door in such a way that he couldn't get out. He also had some friends with him inside. So the cops got all of them at the same time, and then they were gone. She decides that she wants to hit the stroll, okay? And I'm not gonna go too in depth of what that means, but like she wants to go do that, do carry on living her life that way, even though it's kind of never mind. And she wants me to come with her to protect her. I notice, okay, that all she wants to do is do drugs and party basically. And instead of going home at any given point, instead of at any given point being like, okay, I want to go home, I'm gonna go get some sleep or whatever, she wants to party with the other women who are living that way. And it's like there was this tree, this huge tree that they were just partying under, and doing all kinds of drinking and all that stuff underneath the tree. So eventually Pimp gets out. Okay, when he gets out, her mom comes to me and tells me, hey, um I'm going to work, can you please make sure the friends is safe and that she goes home. Okay. While me and the mom are having this conversation, I'm nowhere near the friend. The friend, like, I left. Okay. I'm nowhere over there. And the mom is telling me this as she's getting ready to go to work, and she's, going to her car. So she's like basically supposed to take me to her. However, this guy and his friends, they get out and they have kind of taken over the entire apartment complex. Like, this dream happened in an apartment complex, a pretty big one, and they were everywhere. Like, they flooded. I typed in flooded. They flooded the apartment complex. They were walking around with knives, and they had masks where they were just randomly going up to people and stabbing them. Um They were doing this so much that the masks were covered in blood. So, once again, as I already stated, they have flooded the entire apartment complex. I'm nowhere near the friend. And obviously, not only is it like all of these men going about causing harm, havoc, and mayhem, but there are also a lot of people going around screaming because they're causing havoc and mayhem. There are victims everywhere. Um, it's a lot going on. And there's so many people out there that not only can the mom not get out of the apartment complex to go to work, but I have no idea how I would be able to get to this friend to help her Okay, in this his situation. I don't even know if she okay. I don't know what's going on because I wasn't over there no more. Okay, the scripture comes from Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs, um, the Testament of Easter, the fifth son of Jacob and Leah, 2 and 1. Then a messenger of the Lord appeared to Jacob, saying, Rachel will bear 2 children, inasmuch as she had refused company with her husband and has chosen continency, and had my mother Leah not paid for the 2 apples for the sake of his company, she would have bore 8 sons for this reason. She bore 6. Rachel bore 2. For on account of the mandrakes, the Lord visited her. For he knew that for the sake of the children, she wished to company with Jacob, and not for lust of pleasure. For also on the day she again gave up Jacob, because of the mandrakes, therefore the Lord listened to Rachel. For though she desired them, she did not eat them, but offered them to the house of the Lord, presenting them to who was the priest of the Most High at the time. Okay, so in this message right here, in this scripture right here, right here, right here. So for whoever this is for, whoever this friend is, like, this is someone that you were indeed sent to help. You were sent to help them. You were sent to help them with a way out. You were sent to help them turn their life around. This person possibly was praying to God that their life would be turned around and that they would be able to move forward. But the thing about it is, they didn't make no change. I'm just saying this, like, and it's not to come out of any malice or any hurt or any it's not to be mean, but I just feel like whoever this person is, this is someone that they are in anguish because of this person, this pimp, but at the same time they are not willing to change their life around. It like, I just feel like it's kind of like this person, they want to still carry on in they sin. What am I talking about? Like the fact that she wanted to still go back on a stroll. Like she didn't put forth any effort to change. She didn't want to fill out a job application. She didn't want to go to school or do anything. She just wanted to go back to the stroll and carry on living her life the way she was living it in the first place. And that's where the problem lies. Even if you think about it, in this dream, I kept wondering, like, when is she gonna go home? And the whole time she didn't want to. She wanted to party under the tree. She wanted to carry on doing and it's kind of like, this is, basically the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again while simultaneously expecting a change. Like, the change is not going to happen if you carry on doing the same thing. So if you are somebody, kind of, in this situation, I just feel like whatever it is, this is someone, there is something that you want. Okay? There is something that you want. And there could be, more than one part to this message. But for someone, there's something that you want. There's some kind of change that you are expecting. There's some kind of change that you want out of your situation, whatever that may be. And God is saying, how do you expect the change to happen? How do you expect the miracle to come about if you are carrying on with doing the same thing? It's not like the difference isn't going to come. And it doesn't matter what it is. In this situation is kind of someone wanting to get out of the lifestyle that they were forced into. This is someone that was not wanting to live their life that way anymore. And they didn't want someone telling them how they needed to live their life and what they needed to do and all these things. However, simultaneously, the things that they were doing is a sin. So, them carrying on with it while thinking, expecting that God is going to, make sure that they good and that now they can do whatever they want to now. And what do they want to do? They want to go back to doing the same thing. What was the point? And I just feel like for some people, you have to think about it that way. You have to think about it from God's perspective. Because this is something like, this is a miracle, okay, of God, okay? Someone coming, helping you to get out of that situation. Someone coming and helping you by blessing you or whatever to change. Like, it's like, I just feel like it's like a situation where it's representative like of a seed. Like the seed of that person no longer being there, forcing her to do anything. And at that point in time, she had a choice. What is her choice going to be? Is her choice going to be to change her life and, do better? Or is her choice going to be to go back to doing the same thing? She basically would open herself up by doing the same thing. The choice that she made, it opened it up for everything that happened. Not only to happen, it was going to happen regardless. But the thing about it is when it happened, it's like she's in the midst of it all. I just feel like, if you already know the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and you are basically putting yourself in position to allow the enemy to take from you or allow the enemy to destroy something you have going on, you can't be surprised when the enemy does what he gonna do. But if you put yourself in a position to where you are very protective of whatever it is, and let's say like in this dream, if she would have been at home, or if she would have had a new job, or if something like some kind of change, I just feel like and I know, for some people that reality, I know that it can get, it depends on the situation, but I feel like according to this situation, for whoever this is for, God is saying in order for the miracle that you want to come forth, you have to allow a change to come forth, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever that looks like for you. If it's a situation, like in this situation, like I said, she should have got a job. She shouldn't have like been wanting to go out and party. She shouldn't be wanting to be on the streets. And if you think about it, in this situation, it will be no telling what could have possibly happened or what was going to possibly happen, because she's out there with no protection. She's out there, living wild. And on top of that, she just made herself some enemies. And it's like she's basically just acting as if everything's fine. And I feel like for whoever this is for, you have to really think about it. Like, I just feel like you really have to think about it in the logical explanation. Okay, think about it in a logical way. um this like, and this would be like someone, like if you know that you have these problems, you know what I'm saying? If you know that, like, let's say you're someone where you keep dealing with witchcraft, you keep dealing with someone sending curses upon you. You know what the curses do. Every time someone sends a curse to you, you know what's going to happen. And you put forth no effort to try to, like, stop it. And like, I just feel like if there is something that you can do to stop it, if there is something you can do to prevent it, if there is something you can do to avoid Whatever the outcome is, you should do it instead of just ignoring it. Now, and that's the message, regardless to what it is. Because I also feel, for someone, you gave a blood, there is something that you did in order to invoke God to make this shift for you. There is something that you either gave to someone, or there is something that you did in order for God to invoke this change. And in the scripture, he's talking about how his mom had him, and that it wasn't a situation where she had ill intent or she wasn't being mean. It wasn't like she genuinely wanted the baby. Okay, so I feel like for whoever this is for, God is saying, and whatever it is that you have going on, okay, even if it's something like that, you know what I'm saying, something like, like put forth, I just feel like put forth an effort to show God, okay, to show God that you actually want to change. You actually want that change to come forth in your life. You are actually trying. And then you will see God work. But if you carry on doing the same thing that you were doing at first, then it's kind of like, what do you expect? Miracles happen, but I just feel like that's what God is saying. God is saying, what do you expect? If you feel like, if you are sitting around thinking to yourself that, you doing the same thing over and over again is going to invoke God to change you, like that is no. No, it's not. You changing your ways and putting forth an effort and actually showing God that you are trying to grow and you're trying to change is what is going to bring forth the change that you desire and the blessing that you desire. Okay. And, even looking at it, it's like she paid him. She had paid for the company. Like, she gave something that she wanted. It's not a situation where, she, like, I just feel like that for someone, God is saying that he wants you to offer a sacrifice so that you can receive whatever it is that you want. Okay. In the situation of this dream, obviously it will be this woman giving up partying and wanting to go and chill on the block for what she wants. She wanted freedom. She wanted to live her life normally. She didn't want to live that way anymore. Well, prove it. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, you know what I'm saying? That's the message. Whew, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.